Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And today is a sad day. It's the end of an era. What the hell? We are moving the Ram 50, as you can see. We're moving it to the shop. Just moved in with Dad, so we're gonna move over there. But we gotta clean up the floor here. All right, this is what we're looking at. We just got her off of the trailer here. Look at that, truck going. Had to jack the back up and hold it up so that it wouldn't smack the back of the trailer. But would appear as though we have ran out of room. Clearly. It's not hitting yet though. So we're gonna have to maneuver this around. And maneuver it around, we have done. This thing is hard parked in the garage, basically perpendicular to the way it should be, but that's okay, it fits, it'll work. It's good enough for now. Now, I haven't worked on this thing in about 2 months since I got it running in the last video on the Ram 50. The only thing I've done is I got the hood to close. It's latched. It's good to go now, which is awesome. I just had to adjust the latch. Ain't no thing. Under the hood is basically in the same state it was in during the running video. I still have to mount this coolant overflow bracket, make a little bracket for the power steering, a couple other things, windshield washer fluid, whatever, but it's for the most part doing pretty good. The interior is still just as stripped as it was before. Still wires everywhere. The box is still full of junk. But I don't know, I've been kind of thinking maybe I start up in here. Seeing as the engine bay is pretty much done, we might as well start tackling the interior. So the first thing we're gonna do, right over there. This is the Toyota harness, and this is the Ram 50 harness. Now these are all the fuel pump wiring. That's fine. This is all for the brake lights and whatnot. So we're gonna splice into this, figure out what does what for these wires and these wires, and we're gonna try and make some brake lights work. Let me do that. All right, we got all these wires wired in now. I've already mixed up a couple of them and had to resolder them, but it's fine. So if we come over here, get some power going, and come back here, we should see, yes, we got power running to the right spot in the harness. But when I plug the taillights in, nothing happens. Honestly, I'm thinking these prongs are all dirty, and maybe it's not grounding properly. So I'm gonna clean everything up back here and then retest. Well, I was messing around with these taillights, figured out that this ground was broken, so I twisted it back together and just fiddled around with the light bulb, but now we have brake lights. Hell yeah. It's getting pretty hot. The other one, the other side, the bulb's burnt out, so it's not going to work, obviously, but we got progress. Hell yeah. Now that we've seen some life out of the tail lights with the brake lights working, I can come in here and finalize the ground because it's just an alligator clip, and then we can move on to something else. And that something else is the headlights. So over here, this big mess of wires, we got our low beam headlights, and then our high beam headlights, all wired in. We're
still figuring it out. Have not got the daytime running lights going yet, but we're working on that. But I think we're gonna move to getting the turn signals working, so then it'll eliminate some of the wires that are hanging out here. Also gotta wire these in so it's not a whole mess of alligator clips, but I mean, headlights. That's pretty cool. Well, it's a new day and it's time for an update. We got all this wiring all figured out, finished up. Now everything on these switches works just as intended. It's all tucked up, it's all soldered, good to go. The only thing that was broken in this little switch here was the washer pump switch. It was working last night when we finished this up, and then this morning when I came in here to test everything for video, this was throwing everything off, so then I had to spend a whole bunch of time figuring out what it was doing. It doesn't matter. Anyways, this will be wired into a switch separately, because these are ridiculously expensive. So, as you can see, we got our running lights with our markers. We got low beams, high beams, and then if I turn the key on, one more, we got wipers. Hell yeah. Horn works. That's about it. I mean, all the backlights work too, turn signals, but there's no housings over there. Now we are tackling the thing that I've been dreading the most, which is the cluster. Oh, the cluster. This is the Ram 50 cluster. We have to use that because my stupid ass gave away the cluster out of the Toyota. Plus, I mean, it's a different size. It wouldn't fit in the dash nice anyways. So, of course, I have to make my life more difficult. But if we come in here, I've got a few of these things labeled. We got the high beam light, you know, the left turn signal light, the dash lights, right turn signal, a little bit of something in there. And then on this thing's nice because at the back, you know, you got all these green lines you can follow. So most of these are all labeled and kind of figured out. But that's where we're at. All right, progress report on the cluster. We actually got this thing pretty much banged out. So if I turn the key on, as you can see, we got the volts going. Hell yeah. The gas gauge is slowly but surely making its way up. Speedometers, drive-by-wire, so that'll work. I did see the oil pressure gauge work. We've got our turn signals and our high beam light. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on is the tach and the coolant temperature gauge, because of course this thing won't start now, and I kind of need it running to see if those work. But you know what? Made out pretty good. The vacuum is going, and I can't record because vacuum. Damn it! Oh. Son of a bitch. What you gonna do about it? Alright, well that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you stuck to the end and you're seeing this, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I apologize for not posting anything in like 2 months. I've been off my game, but that's hopefully going to change. So, thank you for watching again. Love you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate any support in the comments. See you in the next one. Peace.